Yo, it's TheGIBBYNATR, and this is the best class setup video for the CORDITE SMG. This is by far one of my favourite guns so far in Black Ops 4. I would go as far as saying it's my favourite SMG in the game. It's very dominant against all the other SMGs, and it can also compete with some of the ARs, and I can outgun a lot of people when they're using ARs. And I find this to be the most versatile SMG, because a lot of the other ones, they're good up close, but then at long ranges they suck. And the main reason this CORDITE is so good at long range is because you get a hell of a lot of bullets, like a serious ton of them. So in this class setup, first of all, let's start off with the attachments. The first attachment that you must use is rapid fire. Rapid fire literally takes this gun from being good to absolutely overpowered. It literally just like increases the stopping power so much and makes it so that you're killing people so fast. Like the time to kill with this thing with rapid fire is literally one of the fastest in the game, I would say. It's so good. You literally melt people. Like I've had it before where I kill kids and I'm like, Jesus, how have I just killed them so fast? Like, and I'm shooting more bullets because I would expect them to need more bullets in them, but they die because this gun's OP. The next attachment that I'd recommend you use is either foregrip or AP rounds. Now that's for your judgment to make. What I would recommend you do is have two class setups, one with AP rounds and then one with the foregrip. The AP rounds are just useful for if you come up against a team that are all using body armor, but if you're playing against kids that aren't using it, then it's not necessary, so you can just use a foregrip instead. But saying that, this gun doesn't have that much recoil, so you could always put something else on the class like a secondary if you want one, but I assure you, you won't need one with this class setup, because the next thing that you want to be using is the operator mod. Now with this gun, you actually get the belt fed operator mod, which turns this gun insanely OP. It literally gives it unlimited ammo essentially. Like you literally get 800 bullets with it and you never have to reload. So the chance of you using 800 bullets in a life is very low unless you go on like a 100 kill streak. But yeah, so with that operator mod, you can shoot around 200 bullets before the gun has to cool down, and then you can shoot again. So this is really OP because it means that you never have to reload, so you don't have to be worrying about reloading after kills, so you can focus on regenerating your health. And it also means that you don't have to use scavenger, which is a perk I recommend you use on all class setups. So that means that you're gaining an extra slot for your creator class because you're using this operating mod, which is really cool. And yeah, to actually put this operating mod on, all you have to do is go into your wildcards and then find the operating mod wildcard, and then that takes up 2 slots, and then you put the operating mod on. And no, actually, sorry, the wildcard takes up 1 slot if you pick 10, and then the actual operator mod takes up 2 slots. So it does take up 3 slots, but it's definitely worth it. I do have a video on how to actually do that, so you can go and find that if you want to. Just type in how to use operating mods in Black Ops 4 TheGIBBYNATR and you'll find it. But yeah, moving on to the perks. The first perk I recommend you use is Gung Ho. Now this gun has a very slow aim down sights time for an SMG, and you can't put quick draw on it. So what Gung Ho is going to allow you to do is actually aim down your sights faster after sprinting. It actually reduces your sprint out time, and that is so goddamn good, because that means if you're sprinting at someone and they're sprinting at you, and if you shoot first and if you aim down your sights first, you're actually going to be able to get your first shots on them and have a better chance at killing them. And what the sprint out time is literally like the time between stopping sprinting and then shooting your first bullet. So obviously that is really helpful. And then with Gung Ho, you can also shoot while sprinting, so that is like another really good thing, because you can just rush around everywhere spraying your gun and you're going to get loads of kills, which is absolutely sick. And you can also like slide while shooting. You can do loads of cool stuff with it, which is going to allow you to absolutely rush, which you want to be doing with this gun because it is an SMG and you can run around super fast with it. The next perk that I want you to use is Cold-Blooded. Cold-Blooded is going to make you invisible to enemy dogs, which is so helpful because those things are so annoying, and the mesh mines, because those things are absolutely horrible as well. They're 2 really annoying things in the games that will most definitely end your streaks if you don't have Cold-Blooded on. So you just want to put that on to be safe. And also if the enemy team somehow gets some score streaks, like out of a care package or something, it means that you'll also be invisible from them, which is really good. And the next thing you want to be using is Ghost. Now Ghost is such a sick perk because it literally means when whenever you're moving just the slightest little bit, you're not going to show up on the enemy's mini-map when they have a UAV. So obviously if you're on a nuclear streak, you're a couple kills off, and then someone on the other team gets a UAV, this is sick because it won't bait you out and they won't be able to see you on the mini-map. Another awesome thing about Ghost is that you can actually control streaks like the Hailstorm and the Gunship, and you won't show up on enemy UAVs again. And that is the best feature of Ghost this year in my opinion. It's so good, damn good. But yeah, moving back to the attachments a little bit, like the belt fed is really good just because it's going to allow you to get some mad feeds. Like honestly, if you're a good player and you can like hold the spawns and control the spawns, you can so easily spawn trap kids with this gun. And if you pair it up with the stim shot, it means that you can literally regen your health like every time you get hit, and you can literally just hold your trigger down while you're regenning and just hit fire, and you may be able to hit some bullets whilst you're doing that, and you can literally, like, it's just so OP. All you have to do is point the gun in the right direction and you're sorted. You can just hold the trigger down essentially. So if you can get them in a spawn trap, you're literally set. I've had loads of streaks where I just get like an instant 10 kill streak because of getting the spawns and I'm just holding the trigger down. It's just so goddamn fun. But yeah, stim shot is the gear that I recommend you use just because it allows you to heal yourself while shooting, and it also reduces the time between you being able to actually regenerate your health. So you can regenerate your health more frequently, which is always good because it's just going to allow you to stay at that maximum health and make it you most likely to stay alive and just help you out the most. The other gear that I would recommend you sometimes use if you're feeling a bit confident, you want to get a load of streaks, is the ComSec device, which acts a bit like Hardline, and it makes the streaks like unbelievably cheaper. Like it will take the attack chopper from being like a 12 kill streak down to like a 9. I can't actually remember the exact number, but it reduces it significantly. So it's definitely worth using if you're going for like high kills and you want to do that. But stim shot is the thing that I prefer the most. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the class setup. You don't need a sight on this gun because it has really nice iron sights. It's kind of like the PDW mixed with the Weevil from Black Ops 3 iron sights. I really like them. And the gun is really weird because it doesn't really remind me that much of the PDW handling wise or the Weevil. It kind of reminds me of the BAL 27 from Advanced Warfare, which is weird because the BAL was an assault rifle, but they have the same reload, and that's what confuses my brain because I played Advanced Warfare a lot. So when I just see the reload animation, it just gives me vibes that I'm using a BAL, sorry, and I did absolutely love that gun. So it just makes me feel like a god. And obviously with like having all the bullets that you get with it, like literally an unlimited mag essentially, you can challenge people at long range because you can just spray your gun. Normally with SMGs you have to be a bit conservative at long range, but with this thing, honestly, you can just hold the trigger down, and it is very powerful at long range. But I mean, it does have a bit of recoil, but once you get used to the pattern, it's nothing like that crazy. It kind of reminds me of the VMP's recoil pattern from Black Ops 3, and once you mastered that, you could literally turn it into the best gun in the game. So what I recommend you do is go into a private match and literally find a wall, just a blank wall, and just spray the wall with the gun, aiming down sights, and just look at the recoil pattern. Don't touch your right stick, just allow the natural recoil pattern to happen, and you'll see that it kind of like, it's a bit random, it kind of goes to both sides, but it's pretty much up to the right. So if you pull down to the left, you can completely like negate that recoil and have a laser beam gun. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this class setup. I do hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a go because honestly, it is so goddamn fun. Especially for maps like Frequency, you can go in. Like, just get into their spawn, get into the buildings, and you can absolutely dominate with this weapon. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you could leave a like on this video, that'd be much appreciated. It really helps me out. But yeah, other than that, it's been TheGIBBYNATR, and I'll see you in the next video, lads. Peace. He's dead. I kind of want to control that mantis, but I feel like that'd be a waste of my time. Teammates, what you got capped for? That's what I want to know. I'm just trying to have some fun here. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it, let's get it. Run. Right, your stream. I am sorry, I'm a bit sweaty right now. I'm marked. I'm dead. I'm dead. We're on a 17 streak. Can I get a rip?